I don't think I've still accepted it. I'm talking about him so much, I'm just waiting for him to come over and talk about it, you know?
As friends remember the U of A students killed in a hit-and-run crash, court documents are telling us more about events surrounding that deadly collision. We're getting new details from the investigation into last week's deadly hit-and-run crash near the University of Arizona.
An interim complaint from Tucson police says that the driver involved showed signs of impairment when he turned himself in about an hour after the deadly collision. That complaint says a black two-door Porsche hit the students just before 11 o'clock Thursday night as they were using a marked crosswalk at Euclid Avenue and 2nd Street. 21-year-old Sophia Trottel and 22-year-old Josiah Santos died at the scene. 21-year-old Katia Castillo Mendoza died at the hospital.
Police say 19-year-old Luis Artal turned himself in at the police station a little more than an hour after the collision. The arresting officer noticed dried blood on Artal's jeans. Police administered sobriety tests they say showed multiple signs of impairment. Police say Artal told the officer he last had a drink around 10:30 that night and had been involved in a collision. Police located the car outside Artal's apartment.
Meanwhile, friends, family, and coworkers of those crash victims still grappling with the reality of their loss. Those who knew Josiah Santos, Sophia Trottel, and Katia Castillo Mendoza say they feel sorry for those who never met them.
13 News reporter J.D. Wallace is live at the scene on Euclid Avenue and 2nd Street with more about these three students and their relationship. J.D.
Well, Brooke, Josiah Santos and Sophia Trottel were in a relationship, and she and Katia Castillo Mendoza were roommates. All three were known as driven, studious, and kind.
You know, I talked to him just about a few hours before it happened, and the last thing I said is, I love you, and I still don't feel like that was enough.
Noah Embry has been calling longtime friends of Josiah Santos with the news. Santos was hit and killed by a car on Euclid Avenue, along with his girlfriend, Sophia Trottel, and her roommate, Katia Castillo Mendoza.
I'm thinking about a lot of things, about how that was the last place he was at. And, you know, it still doesn't feel real, you know.
Embry knows the theater art major, Santos, not only from singing a cappella together, but they became friends who were roommates at one point and worked together at resorts in the foothills. This year, Santos became director of the a cappella group named Meow or Never.
As soon as he was done with school, he wanted to move to Chicago to try, you know, the stage. And I told him, slow down, you know, there's a lot of stuff to do in Tucson. And, you know, you can build up your resume here. But he wanted to move out and move in with Sophia. And she felt the same. She was his biggest fan.
Everything she did, she was on top of. Everything she did, she was just incredible.
Micah Dalton, head music director at Camp Student Radio, worked with Sophia Trottel, who served as the station's general manager. He says she was driven, pursuing medicine while also set to volunteer with the Pima County Attorney's Office, among various other pursuits. Trottel was roommates with Katia Castillo Mendoza, who was also hit that night.
I met Katia multiple times as well. She was always so kind, and she made tea for me and Sophia one time while we were studying. That's just, I just have heard from other people that she was also so focused and just so amazing.
Dalton hopes those mourning this loss will put their energy to use in the way these three might have wanted.
Just the feeling that's inside you right now, just whatever it is, if it's anguish or rage or love, channel it into something.
Trottel's planned internship with the Pima County Attorney's Office is the reason that this case is now being handled by the Maricopa County Attorney. Reporting live near the University of Arizona, J.D. Wallace, 13 News.
Now, we have learned that the city of Tucson was already planning safety improvements at the intersection of Euclid and 2nd Avenue. The city says it's one of 6 locations slated to get a dedicated signal to stop traffic for bikes and pedestrians. Such crossings are commonly known as hawk crosswalks, and they feature on-demand signal lights that are triggered by pedestrians. Other plans for the area include improved lighting, upgraded signals at nearby intersections, a 2nd Street bicycle boulevard, and some turn restrictions for motor vehicles.
A crash northwest of Tucson over the weekend has turned deadly. It happened yesterday.